Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video, and today we're going to continue our new player series for 2024 by talking about what you should level, what your focus should be during the first week of the game. What should you be spending your time doing? What should you be allocating your resources and time to? I'm going to go over that in this video today. Now, the first thing I want to point out is don't level very many Espers right away. Espers take a resource called Magicite to level up. If you've been playing this game and you're new, you've probably seen like, okay, I got all this Magicite over here. My Espers need it to level, and then I have to go do quests to like awaken them and so on and so on and so on. Okay, look, I have only partially leveled one Esper. I'm on day 7 of this account. The only Esper I have leveled up at all is Odin, and I took him to his second awakening, and then I have not leveled him again. You can see now that I've awakened him twice, I can take him up to level 99. At least in theory I can, because even if I throw every Magicite I've earned in the game towards Odin, because he can eat all of the different flavors of Magicite, it wouldn't even max him out. I am unable to max out one Odin with all the Magicite the game just hands you as a new player in your first week. So, oof, that's rough, but there is hope at the end of that tunnel. At the end of your first month, you're going to earn these tokens through playing your first month of the game, and then you earn them right here, right? Like you just do these things, they give you these tokens. Then next month, you can spend them, or for me, these benefits exchange on the 25th of this month. I'll be able to put my tokens to bonuses here. The first bonus you should focus on is right here, Esper EXP acquisition up. If you can max this out, you will get double experience from your Magicites. So don't focus on leveling Espers early. You want to be collecting Espers. You want to have a nice Esper library, so as you play the game, you can be leveling good ones and all of that. But don't worry about them until you can exchange some tokens, so you're not wasting Magicite. Magicite is very hard to get. One way you can get Magicite, and something you can look for in your first week, is certain banners, especially certain vision card step-up banners, like this one right here has on step 2 a select elemental Magicite XL 100 summon ticket. You might be like, yeah, that's 4,000 Visior. You're right, that's a little bit steep, but 4,000 Visior will get you 2 10 pulls and this select XL Magicite ticket. I did these, by the way. I did this. I'm saving these tickets as well. I got a couple of them because there's a couple vision card step-ups live in the game. So I'm going to hold that until next month, and then I'll start spending my Magicites to level some Espers. So I just told you what not to focus on. What should you actually focus on? I think the easiest thing is story, right? You can absolutely crush story without having leveled up Espers with only the vision cards that they give you at max level. The story's not too bad. So focus on your units, get your units leveled up. I'll show you my current water team that I've been working on. Again, this is day 7 of the account. I've got 2 level 140 water units. The current banner unit that I just pulled, I've gotten her to level 115. Ildira was a unit I selected at level 120. And then I've been doing the Dia acquisition quest, working on her to round out my first water team. Let's talk about focusing on units and how you can go about it. Okay, acquisition quests. This Dia right here is an MR unit. You can farm certain MR units in the game, and it's a fun thing to do if you're just sick of clicking go next, go next, go next in the story mode. What you do, you come into events right here. Did I crash the game? Nope. Come into events, hit Farplane Archive, click unit, and then Galzak, Dia, the current one I'm working on, Lizette, Revelka, McLeod, Renal, Sorrels, Crazy, Etra. You can farm all of these units, their shards, their mind spheres, everything you need to take them all the way up to max level is right there in these quests. Not only that, their weapon, they have a featured weapon that you can also farm in here. So like for Dia, this is sort of a mess to look at, whatever. You can farm her sword in here as well. So not only do you get the unit, you can start focusing on some gear for them, and the sword recipes drop on the same quest that her mind spheres drop on. So it's a really nice thing to do. Now, I will say the hard quests in here are difficult for a team that looks something like this, where I have a lot of high leveled units, but my Espers are chilling at level 1, except for, you know, my one Odin. Vision cards on the other. I'll talk about vision cards here in a second. Anyway, my point is, I think what you can do in your first week is focus on about 2 elements and 1 job type. For me, the elements that I'm focused on are water and wind. I think wind is a spectacular second element to focus on if you didn't pick it as your first element. I selected Flagbearer Glassy and Sottily from the new player select level 120 step up. So they hand you those 2 units, which are top tier units in War of the Visions, by the way. Like PvP, these 2 units crush it in PvP. They're obviously good in PvE. So that's a great foundation to start building a wind team from. And then you have our boy Veritas of the Heavens, aka Wind Veritas is what I'm going to call him, who, as you're pushing story, you will be finishing up his bingo boards right here, and you just get him. Like, the game just hands them to you as nice little, hey, you're pushing more story. Hey, look, as soon as I clear part 1, chapter 10, scene 1, which I've already done, I think I just hadn't like opened this board yet. Anyway, I'll go challenge this. It'll give me those coins. There it is. Yeah, so I just need to clear this again for some reason. I don't know if it bugged or whatever. But as I finish those bingo boards, it'll hand me his tokens that I could go to the Mog shop here and exchange for his shards and eventually exchange for his mind spheres. And that is going to feel really good. So as I push through, I already have my first 2 level 120 wind units that I selected from the beginner step up, and they're both good units. And then so is Wind Veritas, and the game just gives them to you for like leveling, for pushing the story of the game. So I really suggest Wind as kind of a second unit. Sorrel was a Wind MR unit you could go do in the Farplane archive like I showed to help round out your team. And then even with everything you just saw, I still have select tickets for unit shards and a select unit ticket right here that I'm just sitting on waiting to see, like, do I need to use this for somebody else? I have shards. If I need to like instantly pop up another unit, I could do that. These tickets right here, I was able to just buy in those new player shops, or in the case of the select ticket, I bought it from the Royal Rank 2. I'm Royal Rank 5, so I spent about 50 bucks on the account. But here, for example, is that level 99 select ticket. It's right there. Here's you are guaranteed pull tickets. Buying these is very worth it. It's very worth it. Even these ones I haven't bought yet are good, including this Ma Cherie level 99 ticket, because she has a very useful Trust Master if you find yourself short on useful Trust Masters. Okay, so my biggest tip, I guess I was going to sum this video up. In your first 7 days, I would be hyper focusing on units. Farming their material, you need to level up their jobs, taking advantage of the fact that you have 0 cost story missions right now, and you're getting bonus drops in story missions. So like if I was to skip ticket this, but actually I don't know, yeah, I still at 0 cost, and then watch the like amount of materials that are going to drop for me right here. A 20 cost right here gets me so many mats, and these bonuses go away after you're not a new player for a while anymore. So like right there, I got 10 arithmetician job pink spheres. That's so valuable. So take advantage of the fact that you have free skips. As long as you don't run out of skip tickets, you have free skips right here. You have free farming in story. Get your units jobs leveled up, get your units leveled up, and I'll show you another little useful tip. If I was leveling Dia right now, and look, I'm short on these. I need more of these Katana Tablets. Katana Tablets, you click on it, it tells you the areas where you can go farm those. A lot of new players don't know that you can just click on this and it'll say, hey, if you need Katana Spinels. Now these, like difficulty training chambers, these are a good place to farm stuff if you're not a new player. If you are a new player and you have the 0 cost story missions, they do also drop in the story where you are currently getting like massive bonus to your drops and all of that. So you can just come in here, skip ticket this a bunch of times, stack those items up, and just be good about it. For the elemental materials, like these water ones that you get, there is a double drop day every week when you want to be farming those. So keep your eyes peeled there. Make sure you just come in here, and if you really need water, like you're like, okay, hold on, I need water materials. Shoot, it's not water's double drop day. When is water's double drop day? You can click this details button right here, Wednesdays. So if I knew I needed a whole bunch of water elemental materials, farm it on Wednesday. just farm it on Wednesday. And I know sometimes it sucks to think, man, like I just want to get really strong right now. You don't need to get really strong right now because your first goal in the game is push story, work on your Win Veritas. He'll kind of keep you in pace with the game, and then focus on leveling up whatever units you picked from those step up banners, you picked from your select tickets. Maybe you got lucky and pulled one somewhere down the line. Don't ever feel bad, especially if you pulled a current banner unit, about spending Visior in the shops. Like say I was working on 9S right now, you're going to be short on shards. You just are, because you're a new player. You don't have Mog medals and soul stars and all of that. This is not a blown Visior spend. Like, right now, I am working on Shadow Links and Crystalborn. I just need more for shards. Buying them in the shop is not wasted. That's not wasted. That's how the game means for you to do it. Veteran players don't do this anymore because there's other systems in the game. We've stacked up a bunch of resources. We don't need to. Don't feel bad about that. Okay, I feel like I'm droning on. My point again, once again, focus units in your first week of the game. They're plenty strong enough to get you where you need to be. I'm going to talk in the next video about other ways you can power up your account from the time you're done in that first week focusing units to the time when you're ready to start leveling your Espers, essentially until your second month or until that first month rollover. That's going to be the focus of the next video. I'm going to talk vision cards, I'm going to talk trust stones, and I'm going to talk gear in that video. So check that one out if you need to. I'll catch you next time. Peace.